I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. This is gonna be the last pepper video of the day, and I got a beauty. Such a pretty pepper, bumpy and pimply, and this is a beast peach, or a peach beast, depending on how you wanna word it. What an amazing stinger, what a beautiful pepper, huh? Now, this was a pepper that was grown by Tomas Spillane. The Beast, now I have a red one also. The Beast is a cross between a Reaper and a chocolate Naga brain. And apparently they've created a peach variant of that. And it's just a very, very pretty pepper. Really, really neat. Now, inevitably when I do videos like this, I'm gonna have, it happens every year. There's a lot of new people because of Super Hot, the spicy world of pepper people. There's a lot of brand new people really eager and excited to eat peppers. And what the question I get inevitably, and I'll get it on this video if I don't address it, does it taste like peach? Or, why do they call it a peach? It does not taste like peach. The chocolate doesn't taste like chocolate. The bubblegum certainly doesn't taste like bubblegum. They are names that essentially just to match the color phase. That's really what it gets from. So here is the Peach Beast. Oh, that cutting skill is astonishing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to brag, but I'm really good at cutting peppers. I suppose I should be though. I've cut a few of them. Wow, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna need to take a couple pictures real quick for the gram, people. I'm sorry, but this is amazing. And this will be up on in a little bit. Wow. I'm such a pepper nerd. Look at this. Look at that and tell me that isn't exciting looking. I'm sorry. I'm just a pepper geek. I really, really am. Boy, don't let the color fool you. It smells wicked hot. Okay, I hope you don't mind. I appreciate you humoring me. We're gonna make a short for the channel and hopefully it'll drive more people to come over here and watch this video. So we'll do the intro for the short. Here we go, you ready? You're in on this. We're making a short together, you and me. All right, guys, I'm Johnny Scoville from Chase the Heat. This is a Peach Beast. To watch the whole video, please go over to the channel. This pepper's a monster. I'm Johnny Scoville. Look at that stinger. Isn't that crazy? This is Chase the Heat. Very juicy pepper. It was juicy and super fruity. Boy, it tasted good. There was no bitterness. It didn't have that assault type of burn that attacks you really hard. It's starting to build now. So it sort of has a ghost peppery sort of build, slow and kind of ramping up. But it was very juicy. And the reason that's important to talk about, sometimes you get these, you can't tell by looking at them. You know what I mean? You can't. Sometimes you get peppers that look like they have thick walls, so you're like, oh, there's gonna be a juicy one. And it doesn't end up being that juicy. That one was exceptionally juicy. Almost tasted like a gusher. It was just very, very, very juicy. All right, so it was fruity, like I said. There was no bitterness at all. There was no sweetness. kind of like a neutral fruity flavor, almost melon-like, kind of like a cantaloupe, almost like a cantaloupe type of melon flavor. I know it sounds weird, but that's what I get from that. Now the heat is starting to build now. It's a very delayed build. So it's very ghostly in the climb into the heat. The burn it's strange. It's on my entire tongue and a little bit in my throat. Not much in my throat, but my whole tongue is just on fire. Very nice burn. I love the ghost pepper burn. It's like a freight train. It starts slow, and you're like, I've seen it a million times too. People will be like, oh, it's not so bad. It's pretty easy, and then it's sneaky. It slowly starts to build. This is a building one, and it's hot. I believe, it is my theory, that as the color drains from pepper color phases, the flavor and the heat does as well. For instance, a chocolate pod is going to have much stronger flavor and stronger burn than a peach pod. So if you have like a peach, ghost compared to a chocolate ghost, it still has that. It's still the ghosty flavor. The ghosty, it's that pepper, but it's just a lot lower in heat. It's like that with this. With peach pods, they're lower in heat, but this one is still relatively hot. I would say it's probably ghost pepper heat, maybe a little bit more. Flavorful though. It was super juicy. I like juicy, fruity peppers. They're really neat. I like the ones that are not fruity but are more earthy, like chocolate pods, mustard pods. I like earthy pods a lot too. But it's on a spectrum, people. We're all on a spectrum. Okay, so it's peaked and it's on its way down. So very, very ghost pepper. With the way the burn is very consistent and even and climbs very, very nicely. But again, if you're like, there's so many people that are really just excited about peppers that are watching right now, and I applaud you. If you can get these pods, you're not going to ever find them in a grocery store. I don't think people will be around in as many years as it will require before these are mainstream in grocery stores. However, you can go right now at the bottom of this, at the end of the video, in the description box is a link for Tomas Spillane. You can order these peppers straight from him right now. And you can be eating these peppers within a week, a couple days. But if you're new at it, you need to understand that your experience is not going to be the way mine appears. Like, I love peppers. They're just delicious and fruity and yummy, and they're like a snack, and they just taste great, and every one of them is unique in the way they taste and the way they burn you and their characteristics and everything. But I'll eat a pepper and make it look like it's fun. It's fun for me, you know what I mean? And I'll climb and go to peak and get back to baseline in the time this video starts and to finish. At the end of the video, I'm done. But if you were to you're new at this, and you were to get a pepper like this and to eat it, and this is not a brag thing, and I've just been doing this, I'm Gandalf the White, okay? I've been eating peppers forever. I've been doing this a long time. If you were new at this and you were to eat one of these, the experience would be unforgettable. Be crazy, crazy hot, and you wouldn't, whatever you got for the rest of the day, just kind of scratch it off and put it all on tomorrow's day, because you aren't going to get it done today. So when you watch me eat these, it's years and years of doing it. So because my tolerance is very high, I'm picking up flavors and in peppers that if you haven't been doing it a long time, you'll be like, what is he talking about? I wouldn't lie to you. So if you want to taste more, raise your tolerance, and you can do it. If you want to build your tolerance, there are plenty of videos in the pepperology category, in the playlist. If you haven't checked out the playlist, please check out the playlist. Everything is relatively organized, and it's a lot easier to watch the kind of videos that you want to watch versus just kind of randomly seeing what pops up. So check out the playlist. But if you're brand new, get these peppers. Just be careful. It's a wonderful world of heat. It really is. Peppers to me are like galaxies. They're infinite. There's so many, and there are thousands of different peppers, and they kind of sort of look the same, but sort of look differently, like galaxies. Some are spiral, some are not. You know what I mean? But they're all galaxies. Peppers are like that. They're all burn different. They smell different. They taste different. And, it's beautiful. So eat peppers. Eat more peppers. In the description box, you'll see a link for Tomas Spillane and a bunch of other great stuff. But reach out to Tomas and get some peppers. It's a beautiful thing. It brings people together. They're good for you. They're healthy. They taste great. The burn is fun. Jump in with both feet. The bottom, you're going to see you're going to see my son Johnny Scoble Jr. and the Lifeboat. The Lifeboat. My son does the same thing I do. The Lifeboat is a channel about recovery. I'm a man in recovery, and I value my sobriety above all, because without my sobriety, I've got nothing. Sobriety is important to me. So check out the Lifeboat. Right there on the top is going to be pepperology for new people and all of the challenges I've done since this journey began. But I thank you for hanging out with me. I mean it. I'm Johnny Scoble. This was Chase the Heat.